We woke up this morning at a campsite in the beautiful state of Montana. We are a week into our road trip to the West Coast, and in this episode, we will be exploring Montana before driving north to Canada to explore Banff and Lake Louise.
It's quite breezy this morning.
It's quite breezy.
She's got so much energy and she's like pulling on the leash. Dolly, you just... Oh my gosh.
Dolly, you pooped.
She just jumped up and got snot all over my lens. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana. We are here in Bozeman today because Melissa is teaching and we just wanted a place that we could park up and get some things, like, you know, maybe we'll do some laundry while we're here today, but we need to do a grocery run while we're here. And yeah.
It did not come. I saw some rain. No, I never seen your mom. Well, if you search bird cage.
Well, we were kind of worried about finding a camp spot, but you know, here's the campground. How many people are here? I mean, it's absolutely packed.
I mean, you know.
Look at this. Absolutely slammed with the fall rush. You see that over there? So that is the lake that we are camping on. And the moon is what is reflecting that light. That is crazy. Welcome to our campsite from last night. It's always so pretty in the morning. Look at this. The thing that I love absolutely most about these campsites where there's no one is how quiet they are. Like, you can just sit there and hear absolutely nothing, just silence. It's pretty amazing. Look at this water.
That's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know.
What are you doing? Huh?
Like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go.
So we just stopped at the Scenic Overlook in Montana, and there's a sign that's here that talks about how this is where a new species of duck-billed dinosaur was found. It says that this is the site that has the most dinosaur bones ever found in the Western Hemisphere, which is crazy.
Just to throw away it all in the end. 'Cause it's already gone. Yeah, I'm losing my breath, but it's time to move on.
But we are close to Glacier. I'm pretty sure that must be Glacier that we've been driving next to. Or like driving towards, way off in the distance over there.
So far. Losing my time, but it's passing me by.
Tell us what we learned.
So apparently we did not look at the map very closely, and you actually cannot get into the park from this entrance.
Yep.
You can go a little ways to a lake, and then that's it. Oops, that's my bad.
But there's a really cool lake here with some pretty good mountain views. A ginormous mountain here.
Oh, my book said that it's called Glacier not because it has a lot of glaciers, because it was created by glaciers. Apparently in the 1850s, there was like 150 glaciers, and today there's 26 left.
Wow.
I know, very sad.
You want to see a crazy view of Glacier? Because the sun's about to crest right over there. And it is just crazy. So I'm really hoping that we'll see them later in the park. Last night, as Melissa was teaching, there was this car that comes up, and I turn around because it sounded like super big. And so I turn around and it's this like super old fire truck looking vehicle. So this rig comes up and I kind of give him like a nod of approval, and this guy comes over, he stops right in front of our van, and this guy walks out and he's like, hey, can you explain to me how the campsite works? I don't understand. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I explained to him, it's like $20. You fill out this little thing, you put it on the campsite, you can pick any campsite that you want. He was like, oh, okay. Well, we typically don't pay for campsites, but thanks for explaining it to me. And I was like, yeah, man, sure. And then I was like, where are you from? We're from Germany. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And he's like, yeah, are you from Canada? And I was like, no, US. And he was like, oh, okay. We're driving from Canada to Argentina. And I was like, oh, sweet, you're doing the Pan America Highway? And he's like, yeah. I had to bring Dolly out because she was getting restless. And as I'm holding her on the leash, I see them driving out of the campground. And so I'm really hoping that we'll run back into them, because I just want to ask them, like, hey, do you have social media? Like, I can follow along your trip, because it was this super cool old vehicle, and it had a European license plate, so it probably was like a German or some European fire truck at one point. And I'm like, just looking at the thing, it probably doesn't go faster than 50 miles an hour. But they're taking it all the way down to Argentina, which is just absolutely nuts. All right. Well, we are gonna pack up, go to the visitor center, get our stamp, and then figure out what we need to do for the rest of the day. Melissa has to teach most of the day today. So we just are trying to figure out if we're gonna go into Glacier or if we're not gonna go into the Glacier. Yeah, we also really need showers. We're both quite disgusting.
Searching for a sea, someone who knows what is to come. 'Cause the future's a deceiver. She breaks promises.
Wild. One thing I've learned about national parks is that you'll be driving through it, heading somewhere, or just driving through the park exploring, and you'll come across a sign that's like for an overlook or something, and it has the most random name possible. So this one is called Wild Goose Island. Check this out. The Goose Island. That's so beautiful though, wow.
In the sunrise, we can flee the night. Flee the night.
So Glacier so far is it's pretty moody, vibey. It's also like raining right now, which adds to Glacier, I think. At least the weather that we currently have. The rain is making it a little bit better. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But Glacier is so cool. You're like driving through and on the side of and everything of the mountains. It's really awesome.
It's like Teton, but like bigger and taller.
Yeah. Look at the sun. Look at that. Look at it with like the mountain covered in the cloud up there. Initial rating on Glacier. What do you think?
I think I would give it the highest rating.
Yeah, I think it's better than Tetons and Yellowstone so far.
I said this to Kyle last night though. I think we picked quite possibly the worst time to come, because it's late enough in the fall that the fall leaves are all gone mostly. But
There's like a few yellow trees here and there.
Snow yet, so it doesn't have that, and it's like a little bit dead.
Yeah, and everything is closed. We're trying to find water and showers, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Quite literally nothing. Everything is closed for the winter, so hopefully we can find something soon.
In a paradise, we can work it out and see the hard times fading.
I can see an iceberg. Or an iceberg.
An iceberg?
No, not an iceberg.
Melissa sees an iceberg. Is that it? Is it the white one? Is the white one up there the iceberg? It's right there. It's an iceberg.
So I'm being bullied.
Glacier, you have a lot of answering to do. Why are there trees drilled into the concrete that like stick up? Do you see this? Look at this.
They're like definitely like
They're probably
sticks or branches.
so that way they can see where to like pave the road when there's snow and stuff. But they're like literally in the concrete. So strange. Check this out. This is our fire truck, friends. Look at that. Look at that thing. That thing is awesome. I don't know if you can see this very well, but the clouds are like whipping upwards. Not only do we have our fire truck friends over there, but we also have a Cybertruck that's also parked here.
I was a hater. He doesn't think it's cool. I think the Cybertruck is really cool looking. I feel that I'm in the minority on that stance.
It's okay. Here's my opinion on the Cybertruck. I think it actually does kind of look cool. However, the way that they made it and just the design flaws that are with it make it one of the worst vehicles on the road right now.
My take on the Cybertruck is that the Cybertruck's issue is with the branding. They shouldn't have called it a truck. And now I get that it's a truck, but people are like, I need my truck. You know, they need like their big ol' Ford F-150 truck with the boosted, you know, all the big old tires and everything like that to make them feel like a man. But the Cybertruck is a little more feminine looking. It's very sleek, it's very modern. Yeah, it's very futuristic looking. I feel like if they had capitalized on that aspect, it would do a lot better. But the fact that it's called a truck makes people just think that it's a stupid looking truck.
So we are parked up for right now.
We're at Logan something visitor center.
Logan Pass Visitor Center, which is closed. So don't know where we're gonna be able to go to a visitor center and get our passport stamp.
Maybe we'll have to draw it. We'll Google what it looks like and then draw it.
We'll just put a Dolly Paul print.
Oh, that's her. That's the like hole. Come here, baby. Oh, sorry, baby. There we go. Oh, she's just a poor girl from a poor family. This is Dolly's professor sweater because it's a turtleneck. And she looks like she's about to give you a really poor grade on your essay that you stayed up all night writing. Yes. But now you're gonna be so warm. Yes.
The advantages of having your home and everything that you need to live in your vehicle. Well, Melissa is on a break from her lessons right now, and we are going to try to make it as far as we can off the top of this mountain. The conditions have like really turned, and looking at the radar, they're only going to get worse from here. So I think now is our best time to get off the top of this mountain because we're like totally exposed up here. So like all of the wind and weather and elements and everything like that are just like pounding us. So we are gonna try to get off. Oh frick, engine just died.
The engine just died.
Engine just died. Oh no.
That's sketchy AF.
Transmission is still on.
What the heck?
That's not good at all.
Oh, lordy.
Oh my gosh. So here's the terrifying thing about doing this right now. So when the engine just shut off up there, I lost power steering, and so I'm like death gripping this steering wheel right now, just in case it shuts off.
It's comforting.
I know.
Wish I hadn't heard that. There's just clouds next to us. It's like we're in an airplane.
We are most of the way down the mountain, and Melissa needed to teach another lesson, so we pulled over at a trailhead. But check this out. Look at this. Such clear water. It's just like blue over there. Like that pond over there is like so crystal blue. What do you think, Dolly, huh? This is sick. Whew. Well, we had to stay at a campground last night that had showers, water, and laundry. Super convenient. We just woke up. It was pretty cold in the van this morning. The thermostat said 9 Celsius. So, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. Because if you didn't know, our thermostat only goes in Celsius. It will not change to Fahrenheit. It's morning time, and we were gonna fill up our water tank. We ran out of water halfway doing our dishes last night, and it was too cold to get out and fill it. So, time to fill it now, finish our dishes, and then top it back off. And then we are on our way, I believe, to Banff.
Yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey, these four walls get so depressing. I'm so tired of my second guessing. Netflix and just one more time. It's quiet when we both are sober, but 2 drinks in and we start all over again. And it feels so right. So just tell me, should I let you go?
So we are 2 miles away from the Canada border, and then we will be heading up into Banff. Hopefully we have all of our paperwork and everything in order. We are next. Hello. So what again? Oh yeah.
Is it just the 2 of you in there today?
And a dog.
Oh, okay.
Have a nice day. Now to continue on to Banff.
Just got to Tim Hortons. We got drinks. We got breakfast sandwiches. But most importantly,
We got the Tim Hortons Timbits bucket.
That's what will go inside it. I am way too excited about this. I already had 2. I mean, this thing is like really full.
Yeah.
Like they did not skimp.
So last time we were in Canada, this was my favorite sandwich. It was the bacon, hash browns, cheese, egg.
Yeah, good.
Check out these mountains. There's like a lake in front of them with clouds all on top of them. Oh my goodness, they just like keep going and going and going.
Look at that view up there. I'm talking about that view or that view. I guess we'll never know.
Or this view.
Or that view. I guess we'll never know.
So here's our solution for our speedometer. Only have miles per hour. Melissa made this little cheat sheet right here.
How's it working, Kyle?
10 out of 10.
Perfect.
Or should I say like 12 out of 12 kilometers, you know, to like scale up.
Y'all okay around here?
Someone's really been doing burnouts. And you can tell these are burnouts too because they like have the skid to start, like where they go over.
Weird.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what we are waiting for. We've just been stuck here in this traffic, like at the entrance to the park, and I have no idea what we are waiting on exactly, other than it's just like a bunch of cars stuck. Wow. Check out this rocks.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's
They were doing that.
probably what we were waiting for. Hello, sir. So we're coming up on this really big snowy mountain, which we realized is actually the same mountain that we saw from our hotel when we stayed in Canmore 2 years ago at Christmas.
So clear.
Whoa, yeah.
Holy cow.
Very beautiful. Oh my word. Stunning.
She's just a person, you know, especially with her turtleneck on.
Houston, we have a rainbow. Why is there snow here? And there's
No
not
snow.
here.
Snow. I guess it's because it's in the shade.
Whoa.
That's
Wow. Okay, better in winter or now? When it's icy
Oh,
or now?
hard to say. I honestly don't know.
I think it's probably now, honestly.
Right here was where they had a kid's little ice castle with like little peekaboo holes.
And they had
Ice skating?
ice skating, yeah.
And snowshoeing, which is what we did.
It was when I had my other
They
camera.
also have horse-drawn sleighs that ride this trail.
Yeah, the trail that we're walking on goes like all the way over and around. And then at least in the wintertime, I don't know if it's there yet, but there's like a waterfall
And you
that
can
people can like ice climb up.
This morning we weren't sure if we were going to go to Banff because we're on kind of a tight schedule to get to my sister's house in time for sushi reservations, which sounds really silly, but
I'll show you a video clip when we get there.
yeah, it's going to be really cool.
It's going to be
But,
amazing.
We were like back and forth because it is out of the way. But
Yeah, it's pretty far away. It was 6 hours of driving, so we figured we'd stop by and
It has
don't regret it.
definitely been my favorite part of the trip. I'm actually really shocked by, because I just didn't think it would be this beautiful. I mean, we've been in winter, as we mentioned,
Yeah,
but
I think it's,
might be even
like,
prettier
in
with the lake
winter,
so blue.
I thought it was a 10 out of 10 in winter. I'm gonna be honest. If we're rating the same location and two things can't be 10 out of 10, winter is like an 8 out of 10, and this is a 10 out of 10 here at Lake
Yeah.
Louise. Because the blue water is everything. It's so cool. And I think it actually snowed yesterday and today, which is where all the snow is coming from.
Yeah.
And it just really makes it amazing being here. We're in the warm van.
I was freezing by the end of that.
Melissa was not having the cold weather, which is really funny because just before we got here, she was like, I think I'm a cold weather person.
In the right gear. It's not my fault that it was like 60 when we got out, and so I wore a very thin pants.
It wasn't 60 when we got
Who
out. It
was complaining that their
40.
hands were freezing though? Just saying.
Well, they were when we first got out there. Now they're really, really warm. Now we're gonna go find a campsite, and I think we're gonna stay at a place that is right near here, which is basically a glorified parking lot. But hey, it's gonna be near Lake Louise, and we'll be able to just wake up, come over here, and I think we're gonna try. They have kayaks that you can rent and like kayak out on Lake Louise. So I think we're gonna try that tomorrow. Well, we are back. Lake Louise.
Lake Louise Day 2.
Lake Louise Day 2.
We came better dressed this time.
Yeah, a little bit better
More
dressed.
layers.
I still don't have gloves. It's fine. I just don't have any gloves because they got forgotten to be packed. But it is packed today. So yesterday we pulled in and there was like 10 cars.
Yeah.
Today we literally had to drive around the parking lot and park all the way at the back of the parking lot. I don't know if you can see that. Like, look at how many cars there are. There's so many people. It's probably gonna be like a madhouse. So we're like halfway.
I think we're past halfway. Probably.
Past halfway, but the water is so blue today. I think it's
Yeah.
more blue than it was yesterday.
It's like turquoise.
Probably just because of where the sun is at versus yesterday. But like, it is like crazy. It's insanely blue. She's getting her zoomies. She loves playing in the snow. Probably really wants off this leash.
We made it! Two current.
Yeah. We have this little stream coming in. She's a muddy dog. They're like leaving a wake. And like see it like discolors the water where they've just gone. Whoa. The line is so interesting. You can like very clearly see where it's green and then it goes white because of the snow. That is cool. The creek, the river. Are we in Austria right now? This view is nuts. Hello. Doing good? Wherever this thing is.